This is all about how to save money without earning more. My annual savings is nearly $5,000 more due to these 3 tips. So how do you make the most of what you have without using up all your available time working? Here are 3 simple tips I have done to put more back into my budget. Number 1, swap it. I am a coffee drinker. Not just any kind of coffee drinker. I am someone who loves high quality espresso coffee, usually from a cafe. That means, on average, it's around $4 to $5 a cup. Great, sure, if you've got the money to spend, support your local coffee shop. The reality is, my habit of having 2 cups of coffee a day means I'd be spending $9 a day on coffee. One day I thought I would explore the option of trying out our local 7-Eleven coffee. You might go, well, that's like going to a service station. And if you're like me, a self-confessed coffee snob, maybe you're thinking, no way, why would I try it? I get it. I'm not saying you have to. But for me, I decided to go and try it. $1 versus $4.50 can instantly put $3.50 back in my pocket. And if I'm doing 2 cups a day, well, you do the math, right? That's actually putting up to $7 back in my pocket. The day I tried 7-Eleven coffee, I was pleasantly surprised. It was decent. That meant I went from spending $9 a day on 2 coffees to $2. Over the course of a year, that's $2,555 back in my savings. Try it out. Let me know how you go. I'd love to see your thoughts in the comments. Think about it. If you haven't tried it, you don't know. I still occasionally go to coffee shops now, but they're a treat once a week or once a fortnight. That still means that's thousands of dollars back in my savings. Drop it. Yeah, that's my next tip. What is it that you could drop in your budget that could make room for more money in your savings? For me, it was dropping Foxtel. There, I said it. Foxtel. Oh my gosh. I used to feel like we had to have it. My husband's keen on sports. It gave us access to movies. Reality is, it was over $100 a month. Being an entrepreneur, I am working flexibly and I've got 2 young kids and we've got sports for attending. There's so many activities. I love the idea of it if I was home more to make the most of it. Yet, I was still struggling to let go of it. When I looked at it initially, I thought, wow, that's a big expense. We're looking at the time, it's $120 a month. Could we put that $120 back in our pocket? But it meant that we would miss out on some sports. It would mean that we wouldn't have movies on tap. I was willing to take the risk to see that we could miss it. My biggest tip to you is not even to tell you that you have to get rid of Foxtel, or even if it's a different streaming service. It is sitting there and thinking about, what would life be like if I didn't have it? Because you might have it because it's a comfortable thing to have, but you may not be making the most of it. So what we did was, after a heavy debate between me and my husband about it, got rid of it. Because my argument was, if we take it out of our budget and we don't miss it, that is $120 a month back in our pocket. With that, we then have the choice to reallocate that money elsewhere or simply put it back in our savings. And as luck would have it, we didn't miss it. In our case, that was it. Realize that you could be spending money purely for comfort, but not necessity, and you're not compromising the quality of your life. So what could you drop and not miss? I'd love to hear. Pop it in the comments, because hey, that could be something I'm spending money on and I want to drop it from my budget too. The 3rd simple tip, pause it. This one's my favorite. If I could have a favorite budgeting tip, this would be it. And it is, you're ready to buy something. You've got the money there. Why not pause and see if you still need it or want it tomorrow? This is for the optional extras. I'm not talking the essentials that you need. I'm talking that incredible pair of Manolo Blahniks you've had your eye on. I love these irrational things I could impulse purchase and spend $1,400 on if I had $1,400 in my savings. Thanks to my coffee prowess and changing my habits with coffee, I potentially had the money there to buy the shoes, right? Waiting 24 hours, pausing it. Let's see what happens tomorrow. by pausing for 24 hours, waiting till tomorrow, I give myself the opportunity to go, do I really want it or need it? I still may end up purchasing it, but it is not something that I will always do. To have awareness when it comes to money is one of the most powerful things you can have. So sitting with it, debating with yourself whether you really need to spend the money, that delayed gratification can be one of your superpowers to save money. Keep it in your savings account, because let's face it, 24 hours of the money staying in your account is another 24 hours of the money staying with you and no one else. And when the money stays with you, the more money you have in your savings, the more choices you have on what you could spend that money on or hold on to that money. This here is my bonus tip, having a hidden bank account. Now, you need to know the details of it. I think that's an important point to note. The reality is one that is harder for you to access, one that is not attached to your phone. It's one that you have to have a few extra manual steps to go to. I found it really hard to find a bank account that would give me an old school book and not have access online. But instead, I do have an online account, but it's a separate account to every other account I have. And having it separately with a separate access, separate login, means it's harder for me to get to that money. By having that hidden account, it means the money is literally hidden. I feel like it's a safer way than, say, sticking money under the mattress of the bed, which I don't do or recommend. It's putting the money hidden away, harder to access. I even go to the step of when I get paid fortnightly, I have a little bit of money that I don't notice that automatically goes into that account. And that means that that money that I don't notice, that automatically goes into that account. And that means that that money is allowed to build up. Let me know how you go. I don't want any access to bank information, but it'd be nice to know that you've taken action and you've set up that hidden account for yourself. This is what it's about, and this is what I'm about. Sharing the lived experience I have in being better with my budgets.